Welcome into Sports Saturday right here on the Fan Sports Network. 105.1 The Fan, 1080 The Fan, the Odyssey app, YouTube, and Twitch for the kids. I'm Joe Fisher III. Across the faux marble table, Rashad Taylor.
Water. That's the new one.
Going Pootie Tang on me.
Water, my damies.
And across the glass is Jordan Schultz.
I don't have anything that cool. Happy Saturday.
Thank you for joining us on today's program.
Hello.
Go 60 minutes or something like that.
I was going to say there are two very prominent, long-tenured PA announcers that just retired in the NBA, the Miami Heat announcer and the Lakers announcer. I'm going to fill one of those. That sounded pretty good.
Who's the Lakers announcer?
I can't remember his name, but
boring.
he was the really iconic one. Kobe Bryant.
And Chick Hearn.
Now, I want
to.
I still barely hear some music there, Jordan. There you go.
There we go.
Good job. Producer of the year right there.
Yeah, right.
Just crushing
I liked it.
I'd like to do a Dateline, one of those things. Hello, I'm Joe Fisher, filling in for Rashad Taylor. He's out with a case of the mud butt.
Like
what
Stone
would be your
Phillips.
ideal show? Is that like the one that's like if you got a chance to Joe Fisher can host any show and it can be a defunct show, right? It's over. We haven't seen a current affair in 30 years.
Like a game show or
any
something?
show.
Maybe
Any
Well,
show.
I
Game show.
included.
I've never done sports
Network news?
play-by-play outside of the LSI.
Okay.
Did some color commentary with one Jason Swigard.
It's over! Absolutely.
So I would like to do the play-by-play commentary and be the head guy, and then have kick it over to.
That's a tough job.
And I'm here with Peter Schmeichel, the World Cup analyst here. That's the guy on the far right on our TV here in the studio, Peter Schmeichel from Belgium. So yeah, I want to do something like that. Do some play-by-play, I think.
Jordan?
Price is Right. Hands down. Just because I, as a baby, apparently used to kiss Bob Barker on the TV screen when he
weird.
came on.
Okay.
Well, I think it was because I wanted to be
Well,
on
because
the
he
stage.
kissed, because he saw Bob Barker kiss all the people on the show, kiss all the ladies.
I think
And you were
that's,
like,
like
thought it was
one
the normal
2-year-old
thing.
me. It was like,
Yeah.
that's what you do. But obviously, game show host, I think, it's an easy gig, too, not just a fun gig. I think Pat Sajak always talked about when he was doing Wheel of Fortune, he would work a month or two a year. They'd shoot 6 episodes a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah,
You're done.
I mean, really, I was going to say Wheel of Fortune or maybe even Family Feud. Like those are two shows that, number one, if you're a host of Family Feud, you're going to get some longevity out of that.
Got to plug the text line here, the fan text line, 503-864-6326. That's 503-864-6326. You can chime in on the show. Just like P1 Deal just did. He said, give me TRL, and for the
Ooh, that's a
60th
good
time
one.
in sync.
TRL.
That's a good one, man.
In sync, TRL back in the early days, man. Goated.
Man.
And then they started only showing like 45 seconds of the music videos, and I'm like, I'm out.
All right, yeah.
You
I mean,
lost me.
but luckily it was like the number 9 videos. Like, nobody's here for that one today. So
They were doing it for like
play a couple songs.
3 and 4, like up until like the last 2. Then they'd let
Yeah.
them run for a little bit longer. But
Yeah, no,
you
there was.
lost a loyal watcher and viewer in me.
I'll say this: if you were between ages 9 and 16, 17, at that time when TRL was a thing, like there was must-see television. That's the one thing I really do miss. But like we live in this day to where we don't have to watch anything live, right? If we can always record it or go back and watch it later, or with this kind of on-demand format that we have now for everything. Like I miss having to be there for
Around
whatever
the
was
TV.
happening, right? If TRL starts at 3:30, 4 o'clock.
I remember hustling home for TRL.
You got to get home.
Yeah.
For us, it was 106 in Park, and it was like, yeah, get home for that one. Like that's gonna be a great one, or even just cartoons. When we were younger, like a block of cartoons from 2:30 until 4, 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? There was just a block of children's television, which was always super cool.
That's why I say sports is the last bastion of appointment television or appointment listening.
It's very true.
Yeah,
In the show.
That's how I'm a salesman. That's how I sell it to advertisers and potential advertisers. I say, like, hey, man, if you want to know your ad is going to be heard during a certain time, sports. I know this game is going to be on at this time, and I need to be in front of a TV, or I need to be listening to the game at this specific time.
It's almost surprising when television shows
guaranteed impressions.
Yes, for sure. And it's always almost kind of crazy that television shows are even still a thing. Like, considering that means you have to watch Abbott Elementary at whatever time that it comes on
Solid
this day,
show.
or watch whatever. Oh, no, it's a great show, but I couldn't tell you what day it came on. Like, I'll end up watching. I'm one of those on-demand people. I'll end up watching it that way. And so, yeah, it's crazy that shows are still getting picked up because somebody's watching them at that time.
Well, you can get the show at 9 a.m. every Saturday, or you can get it via podcast. You can get it on YouTube. So it's the best of both worlds. It's it's on live.
I didn't
and
say I
on
didn't like
demand.
it. I didn't say I didn't like it, but yeah.
We're doing both. But glad to be here with you today. I'm absolutely exhausted. As you can see, I got some color on me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, hit the tanning bed?
No, because you can see the underside is white.
okay.
Very white, my friend. No, yesterday had a nice day out at the golf course at Stone Creek with one Casey Smith, lowercase, one Brandon J. Sprague. I think it's J. I think it's the James. And then one Andy Dirt Johnson. I think his middle name is Dirt, actually.
I didn't see it.
Went out there with Stone Creek for the Cargo Short Classic. That was supposed to be between me and someone else at that station. Well, after multiple reschedules and multiple fabrications of how we came to this date of June 19th to play this match and where we were doing it, what time, I was there. I showed up ready to play, and I played golf, and I played some good golf, and I played some really bad golf. But
Was this just supposed to be a one-on-one affair?
yeah, it's supposed to be.
And then
one
it
on-
turned into a group thing?
Well, the thing originally how it was planned was going to be one-on-one, and then I think Dirt and Sprague were just going to like play also, like they just be in the group and hit some balls, just. But it was supposed to be one-on-one,
Okay.
and it was one versus none because I was the one that showed up, but the other one didn't.
Yeah. Two things. One, where was my invite to come watch? I think I
Well,
was one
again,
of the main ones that was like, hey, man, y'all need to do this.
Well,
like,
it
ASAP.
didn't happen. is
Well,
the
it doesn't
thing.
matter. It doesn't happen because somebody didn't show up, which we'll get to.
You wanted to just
Which
ride
we'll
along
get to.
with me, Dirt and
I
Sprague.
thought
and
if it was
Casey
just going to be a one-on-one affair, yeah, I would have wanted to watch that. Like, who wouldn't have? Yeah.
No, we didn't. None of us played one-on-one.
No,
In fact,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was going to be like I didn't know everyone was playing around and everything, but I thought it was going to be just you versus no,
versus he who shall not be named.
Oh, we should name him? Okay. Good.
He knows. He knows.
Good. Well,
Everybody
well,
knows.
Well, I'll say this part, man. How do you not invite me on Juneteenth to golf with everybody?
Well,
This guy over here, man.
I would have if it
Friends
actu-
like these, man.
I would have if it would have actually happened. My brother-in-law, who's listening right now, shout out Matt, lives in Willamina. Do you know where Willamina is?
I do know where Will Mine is.
He was willing to drive out to Stone Creek to witness it, and then he hit me up on Thursday. Or
So you think I wouldn't have drove from North Portland
I
to come?
know you would have, but I told him on Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, I'm going to be at Stone Creek. It ain't happening, but I'll be there.
Listen, I know my guy's busy. He's got a lot going on, But come on, man. We don't duck smoke here at this station. You know that. You
Not
know that.
after
You gotta-
some of the
you gotta
claims that have been made.
And I believe on some of them. I think there are some sports that I think he would have you at. Just some. Like if you guys have to wrestle.
Every?
If you guys have to wrestle.
Every
No, I said some. Just some.
well, that was the claim that was made.
That's
Is
some.
any athletic endeavor.
We can all be a little, facetious a little bit. It's hyperbole. You know what I mean? It's hyperbole. We're just,
yeah.
and it's okay.
But shout out to Stone Creek. Their course is awesome. They gave us the U.S. Open treatment and given us some tough greens. Tough greens to put on yesterday. Tricked us yesterday. I felt bamboozled. But it was great playing with Dirt, Sprague, Casey, lowercase. He can swing the stick.
Yeah.
If he gets a hold of one, oh yeah, he's sending it. Very much so. All four of us had our moments yesterday. But the back nine at that course just ate us all up. Ate us up, chewed us up. spit
I'm
us out.
usually by the front nine. That's usually my okay, guys. We're gonna wrap it up from here.
Well,
I'll
and
pay 9 holes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it in.
I'm trying to think of what hole. I think it was hole 13. If you've ever played Stone Creek before, if you're listening, you know this course. It's hole 13 or 14. It's back to back, down, up, down, up. So the calves are just burning after that.
Yeah,
It
nice
is-
little
it's
workout
rough.
too.
Oh, I was glistening after
yeah,
that.
it's
I
a
was
nice little
yeah.
workout.
I needed it.
especially if you're playing 18, and especially if maybe, you may be shanking left or right, so it may be some
that's
additional
gonna
walking.
happen. Yeah,
that's
that's
going to happen. So yeah, it's a nice little workout.
And I definitely had the meat sweats. I had some steak the night before. I think I had some Mickey D's as well.
Dude, it was like 90s.
You were really going for it,
Oh
huh?
yeah, exactly. It was a cleanse, if
Yeah,
anything.
jeez Louise.
It's like a sauna.
Sweat it
sort of
out.
thing.
I'm trying not to eat any like fast food for.
It's so dangerous.
A
I did a
while.
really good job for. I feel like it's almost like a drug addiction, where like I did really good for like a month, and then just like I think it was last weekend when my girlfriend was out of town. It was like
That's usually when people go crazy. 'Cause
four
Number one, 'cause I assume,
3 or 4 trips in a week. I'm
I
like,
assume she does most of the cooking.
no, when she's at my house, I'll cook. I'll help her cook too at her place, but
Okay.
she is a better cook than I am for sure. She
Yeah.
can throw down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I can imagine. And you don't want to have too much steak or pork chops or anything like that before a big, especially you do a lot of walking
Or
and golf.
McDonald's.
Yeah, or McDonald's, right? And throw that in there. Like, I don't even want to ask what you got. You're probably a fillet of fish guy.
Oh hell no, she is though.
Yeah.
That's it's
Why is that a girlfriend wife thing?
It's a Hawaiian staple.
Yeah.
The Hawaiians love their Filet-O-Fish.
That fillet of fish. And there at one point I liked it, and then they put like a piece of American cheese on there,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, and we're out.
Yeah, Filet-O-Fish.
We're
is,
done.
They love them in Hawaii.
Put like half a slice in tartar sauce. It's a
Not
weird
even
sandwich.
half a sauce. Like, get that off of there. Burger King's fish sandwich is better.
this
Boom, I
is,
said it.
This is the Google AI overview. Hawaii holds the remarkable distinction of consuming more McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwiches per capita than any other state.
That's crazy.
Like I said, they love their Filet-O-Fish.
Dude, I mean, you guys are young, but at one point McDonald's had like a Hawaii burger, and it was just like grilled pineapple.
Yeah, it's the hula burger.
Yeah, the hula burger or something like that.
well, that
yeah.
was made for Lent in the Middle East. initially.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to do
But
this?
they bought it here for a second. In
Yeah.
America, it didn't last.
I feel like
No,
this
it did not.
is like a yearly tradition on this show, pulling up the list of worst fast food creations of all time.
Oh, that's a good one.
I feel
That's
like
a good one.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know if we've done that because there are some pretty bad
We
ones out there,
haven't?
but there are also some ones that are so bad that they're good.
like
Well,
mixed spaghetti, like
I-
that kind of list.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I know. I look it up at least once a year just to remind myself of some of the atrocities.
I think
that-
that could be
YouTube
fun.
video
not
that
not just
pops up.
America. We've come up with around the world because some of these are you've got to put them on other countries that have come up with some
I
of
think
these
that could be
ideas.
fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that later in the show.
We went through a whole period of time here in America. I don't know if they did this around the rest of the world, where everything was put in gelatin. You could put fruit in gelatin. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
put
Hot dogs.
yeah, exactly. Hot dogs. You could throw tuna in gelatin. Call it a mold.
Yeah, tasty.
Mm.
Sliced thin on a cracker.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Get the hell out.
Must have been a cultural thing. That wasn't
we
happening.
ain't
You know what,
Well,
Rashad?
Yeah,
You missed out on something very bad. So
yeah. I
Good
mean,
for you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get to some controversial fast food items later in the show, but we do have some sports to get to. We had an NBA Finals that wrapped up. We have a Stanley Cup that wrapped up, but it's relevant to this market because our boy Tommy D got the job done. You saw him on the ice on those skates.
I
Tom
did.
Dundon. Yeah,
I
he was
did.
out there scoring goals, right? And I have to ask you both and our listeners out there, and don't answer it yet. Radio tease. Why don't the Blazers have a head coach yet?
Oh, because
I have a take to retract. I did not retract my take last week. I meant to get to it last week, and I did not. So I have to do this in the second hour. Get to some footy, some football, and I'm not talking about the American football. I'm talking about the one that's taking over the continent right now.
oh well.
if you called American football footy, you'd get punched in the face so quick.
Watching some footy, Cowboys Eagles this weekend.
Gotta be real. That might be a one-sided conversation, buddy.
Hey, come on, no, it's not. We're not going deep X's and O's and on. Or do they use different letters for soccer? We use X's and O's, mate. We
W's and U's
We
or
use
something like
T's
that.
and R's.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Get that crap out of here. No, we'll talk a little bit. We won't. Again, I know enough soccer, to have fun with it, but I'm not like Peter Schmeichel up here, Netherlands legend. So we got a lot to get to. Let's get into it though. Our NBA Finals champion, the New York Knicks.
Know about that one?
Yeah, you do. You're knowledgeable about
Unfortunately.
that. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh, it's everywhere. They're not going to let you not know about it right now.
All right, do that next year. Sports Saturday. Thanks for being with us, Fan Sports Network.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi?
1080, The Fan.
I should probably say this on air now because I know that he's going to be in the car driving around 10:15, 10:30ish to 11.
Okay.
Next Saturday, I will be showing up a very, very tired boy because I will be getting home in the Portland area probably at, 2, 3 in the morning, something like that, because I will be returning home from Seattle after seeing Egypt versus Iran in the World Cup, baby.
That is awesome. That's why I couldn't answer you, Jordan, when you were talking. I was too busy being dumbfounded by this fool's World Cup tickets. And then you know what I did immediately? I went to go look at tickets for myself. And I said, man,
how much?
I'm not going to tell anybody because I don't want them to go buy the cheapest ones.
Well,
so they're going to figure it out themselves.
I ended up getting them through, like a reseller on StubHub. And finagled some things. Let's just say that it's a price I was willing to pay for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I feel you. I went to WrestleMania, right? I spent over $2,000 for tickets for that. So, yeah, I get it.
And already my investment has somewhat sort of paid off because the tickets to those games right now, I think the lowest price I'm seeing on, what is it here, StubHub that I'm on. Yeah, we're doing good. We made a good little investment there. There's tickets available though still. If you're trying to drop $1,000.
I'm not. I'll be honest. Just off top, no.
I mean,
but
I didn't drop $1,000. I will say that much.
I think this would be one of those things because unlike the World Series or the NBA Finals or whatever, this is how many times has it ever been here in the Northwest?
Well,
never.
The last time it was in the United States was 1994. I don't know what locations they had it in, and I imagine the tournament was not nearly as big at the time.
So, yes, I totally understand. Even if you're not the biggest soccer fan, or we'll give it the respect for the World Cup in college football, right? If you're not the biggest football fan, then this is still a dope-ass experience to have. I was on Thursday. I just, I live pretty close to like Mississippi Avenue and everything like that. So I, just went ahead and walked up to the store and stuff, and I saw all the Mexico jerseys.
Yeah.
It was insane. Like all the bars are booming. Like I've never seen it like that. Like the one other time I saw any of the bars like that was Game 5 for the Knicks, which was insane. Like every bar that I passed, was full of Knicks fans and everything like that, which was nuts to see. I didn't know we had so many Knicks fans. Let me take that back. Yes, I did, because when we played New York, there was a bunch of Knicks fans in the Moda Center, so that's not super surprising. So imagine going and seeing everybody going for the exact same team, which was Mexico. So it was a sight to see, just all up and down Mississippi Street, just all those people, all those bars. I was like, I couldn't imagine what it was like in Seattle.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect. It's going to be chaos, I'm sure, but hopefully a controlled chaos.
Which team are you supporting?
We are going to go for Egypt because there is only one player between both of these teams that I know and my son knows, and that is Mo Salah. He is not going to be on Liverpool after this season, but he's been on Liverpool for like the last decade and has a billion records, most goals in Premier League club history, the most scored by a Liverpool player in club history and Premier League assists. He's got all sorts of records. So he's, Joey, my son, and one of his favorite players, and he is on the Egyptian team.
Will you be buying jerseys in addition to your trip?
I might end up going to get myself a Liverpool jersey because I have, again, I like soccer. I like Liverpool, but it's not one of those where I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to watch every single match or 6 a.m. I got the alerts on my phone. I keep track. I'll watch it here and there. But because of that, I do want to get a Liverpool jersey. And, of course, Joey, I'm trying to tell him, hey, keep that thing clean, your jersey, his white one. Why? No reason. Just keep it clean. Keep it clean. What does he do? He spills a shaved ice syrup on his white Liverpool jersey the other day. Right, just the cherry right on it.
That's not coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be.
So I wanted to smack him right there because
you sure you want to wear an opposing jersey that's not either of the teams that are?
Well, you'll know that, if you're wearing a Liverpool jersey.
I know who you're there to support.
Yeah, people are like, you're wearing that because they're Liverpool Mo Salah fans, so they're pulling for Egypt.
Fair enough.
This was told to me by one Patrick Harris. You know who else is going down that night? And this was determined before the matches were like, hey, these teams are going to play on this day at this venue.
Tell me what.
They set June 26th at Seattle Stadium is what they're calling it. That will be Pride Night apparently up there.
Fun.
Yeah, totally cool,
That'll be
right?
colorful.
Again, the matchup will be Egypt versus Iran.
Okay. I mean, I don't think there are two countries that,
No, they're
that
not,
show their pride more.
sometimes a little too much.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Granted, hey, it's our country, so I think that if they are visiting the United States and that is what's going down at the venue, I think they just kind of have to fold their arms and be quiet for a night. But
I wonder if they saw the schedule and was like, there's Pride Night. I think this one will work perfectly.
No, I'm pretty sure because there's no way the schedule came out and they were like this.
I don't know.
I need to find out now. Did
don't
they
know.
choose it before?
People
or
are
after?
hella petty, man. And so would I imagine some, American decision maker, from
We're gonna show them.
I think this should be the one.
We're gonna show them.
I think the world will understand
We're
and
gonna teach 'em a
recognize what
lesson.
we're doing right now or what's happening.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
It's bigger than football.
Oh my God! Patrick Harris told me that a few days ago, and I did not believe him. And then I Googled it and looked it up and found a couple articles, and yeah, sure enough, that's what it is. Which I mean, that's going to be a spectacle alone. Just the people watching of just the Egyptian and Iranian fans.
I'm
Like
curious,
I said, just
I'm just
arms
curious,
folded.
Not
just-
even the fans. I'm curious what the players are thinking. Like during like intermission or whatever when they're seeing this stuff. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But I'm stoked. It's gonna, like I said, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I've not
That
told
should be
Joey
awesome.
yet. I don't know how I'm gonna.
Hopefully he's not listening.
He shouldn't be. He doesn't. He's not listening. They don't.
Sometimes
He's a
kids
teenager.
shock you.
He's not listening.
My son one time was like, "Yeah, Dad, I heard your show." I was like, "Why?
No.
Why didn't you hear my show?" But
Like I said,
guess you
I
did.
know they will be in the car in about like an hour from now, so that's why I'm getting it out of the way.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And still,
Smart.
even when they're in their car, they're not listening to me. They listened to me filling in one day. No, I think it was when you and I were filling in one morning for Dirt and Sprague, and he tells me that they tuned in for a little bit on the way to school, and I was like, oh, nice. They're like, yeah, it was pretty boring though. We ended up changing the channel. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't do my job good enough.
Appreciate you, son.
I was like,
Right?
if I'm not keeping it entertaining for children and mothers alike on the sports radio station, then I'm not doing my job good enough. I'm not making it entertaining for all demographics.
Yeah, no, man. Kids are jerks, man. Just so I'm glad he's not in the car yet, and I'm hope mine ain't listening. But yeah, they're little jerks, man. If you have teenagers, specifically anywhere between like 11 and 17 or whatever, then yeah, they're a-holes, man. They're a-holes, man. I love them, but
F
damn,
them kids.
But damn, that's my motto.
Yeah, Joey, he's fine right now, but he can get pretty spicy.
They all can.
He's getting spicier.
But have no problem talking
spicier
to
and
their
spicier as the days go by.
And have no problem talking to their friends like super normal, everything like that. They can communicate emotion and everything. And then when you talk to them, it's like brick walls.
Oh, I said to
talking
him-
to a wax statue.
Said to him the other day, I was like, Joey, you have a way with words. I tell you what, just yeah,
Yeah,
okay, good.
cool.
How was this? Good. Why was it good? I don't know.
They have to think about why I was here.
Damn it!
What'd you do? I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Never mind, man. Never mind. Get out of here.
It sounds like a airplane pilot. What'd you do? We're
gonna
coming into Chicago.
Take about a 6-hour flight. It's going to be at a 4-hour cruising time.
Take a nap. I don't know.
We're going down.
Yeah, that's essentially how it is talking to them. It's like, man, you know what? Never mind.
Bad or good, their
I'll
emotion
text
does
you,
not
bro.
change.
I'll text you.
All right. Let's get to Knicks talk. NBA Finals. If you look out your right window, you'll see Knicks, the city of New York, burning down because they won the finals.
Jalen Brunson's Ferrari.
Let's do that next. Let's get to it. New York Knicks win the NBA Finals on the Fan Sports Network, Sports Saturday. But first, Jordan Schultz with a Sports Center update.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the third round of the U.S. Open in progress right now. We've got Wyndham Clark still sitting atop the leaderboard. He is at 7 under, getting going this afternoon at 12:45 with Matt Fitzpatrick, one of the second-place golfers. They are at 3 under, along with Xander Schauffele, Sam Stevens, and Tom Kim. Justin Thomas at 1 under, along with Sam Burns and Sahith Theegala. Bunch at even as well. Golfers out on the course right now look like Jordan Spieth, who is sitting at 2 over, currently on the 5th green, the most prominent one that I see on the list. Over to FIFA, you've got the World Cup continuing today, and just about 30 minutes, Netherlands takes on Sweden down at Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas. Of course, you can watch that one on Fox. And in baseball, the Red Sox beating the Mariners down last night 6-2. Had a no-hitter going, I think, until the 7th inning. Josh Naylor breaking it up with a double. Couple of home runs late, but not enough for Seattle. They're back at it tonight against the Red Sox. 7:10 first pitch. Early and Hancock on the bump. You can watch it on Mariners TV. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Current missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for the Oregon Ducks, the Fan Sports Network.
Wow. This is just serendipitous. Here we are about to talk about the New York Knicks, and the bump back song playing right now is indeed called Knicks by Freddie Gibbs.
Well, he's from Gary, Indiana, so should have been called Pacer.
Well, it's referencing, like a time, and he's like, I'm, back in 06 watching LeBron drop 56 on the Knicks, I believe.
Okay, that's how it starts. Talk about the Knicks getting their ass busted, then cool.
Yeah, I think I think that's literally both lyrics. He starts each verse talking about watching Jordan drop 56 on the Knicks, Kobe drop something yeah, exactly. Like he's like, oh yeah, I remember it was 96 watching Jordan do this on the Knicks. But Knicks are the last one laughing now.
Yeah, they're having their nice little victory lap right now, aren't they?
Before we get into the championship, I will say last week we were talking about how Knicks fans were beating up on Spurs fans outside of the stadium. Did you see the video of the Spurs fan in the Dennis Rodman jersey that was like partying,
that was ready for
partying
war.
fans like the Red Sea?
Who wants it? I loved it. And guess what New York fans were doing?
Just looking around, trying to find someone and going towards it. And
if you notice, every fan that they did that
to,
every fan that New York did that to was always somebody that was like, that guy's not going to fight you back. Like, come on, man, leave that dude alone. Like, you have no reason. Remember when they were throwing garbage on the Pacers fans? Like, man,
they're like, that guy is wearing a Dennis Rodman Spurs jersey. Do not mess with him.
Leave him alone. What are you talking
Spurs
about?
fan right there.
Leave him alone. It was selective. There was an older gentleman guy that got pressed by some Knicks fans, and he was, maybe 60s, something like that. Clearly not doing nothing to him because it's selective. It's about who you're doing stuff to. They're not running up on anybody that's not by themselves.
Well, the Knicks got the ultimate victory in the ultimate fight, winning the NBA Finals after the Spurs.
Was it an ultimate fight?
After the Spurs led for, I believe, 71 point something % of this NBA Finals.
Analytically, they won.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, where's Kenny Atkinson?
Yeah.
Analytically, this should be going to a Game 7.
Was that last weekend or the weekend before where you were gone and we broke down the just unbelievable, historic comeback by the New York Knicks and the letdown by the Spurs? 29 points? 29 points, man. I think you were gone last weekend for that.
No, I think it was last week.
Yeah, I think it was last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
was
were-
here for that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
It's
because
just-
I was
can't
gone,
get over that.
I believe it was Game 2. Right after Game 2 I was gone for. So, yeah. No, I mean, and then another comeback in Game 5 for them to seal the series. Have you seen the percentages also of like Spurs were at a 90-something win probability at this point, 99.4%
Yep.
at this point, 97, 91 point at this. Like 4 different times in this series, they had this game locked up. And I think it was either Wemby or Stephen Castle or whoever on the Spurs said it perfectly. They dictated who won and lost every game in this series. The Spurs were the reason why this series was 4-1.
100%.
I mean, the Knicks, again, their comeback insane, but that game, I've said it, that was more so, that comeback, 29 points, was more so the Spurs just absolutely peeing down their leg.
Yeah. There's this documentary I watched called Who Killed WCW?
Okay.
And it's like, man, and each episode was about
It was Bischoff.
And each episode was a legit reason that it could have been Eric Bischoff, could have been Hulk Hogan, could have been Ted
Goldberg.
Turner. And all of them were like, man, okay, I could see how that could be the reason. You could literally find 5 different people from the Spurs organization to say they're the reason they lost. I could give most of the blame to Mitch Johnson. I could give most of the blame to Wemby, which I think a lot of people should. I can give most of the blame to Stephon Castle. I can give most of the blame to De'Aaron Fox. Like, there's 4 different people within that organization that were equally terrible and equally as complicit as far as the Spurs not winning this championship. Every single game, the Spurs had a lead. I think we absolve the Blazers right now, just a little bit, because all of a sudden our little losses, our little double-digit losses that we had against the Spurs, I don't feel as bad about them no more.
Well, we choked to the chokers. This is
We
what
choked
happened.
to the chokers. It's like,
so
okay.
what does that make us?
I mean, still chokers, but at least, I mean, we didn't choke on that level, I suppose.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't give up literally the biggest
Every game?
comeback in NBA playoff history.
every game, and then did it again the next night. Like, how does that happen? Like, we're always going to talk about the 29-point comeback, but the very next game, 16, 17 points?
Let me find
Let
it.
them come back?
Okay, bam. Perfect. I love going to Twitter
They always
Looking
have it.
for
Somebody
it.
has it.
and finding it on the first search. Bam, baby. According to ESPN Analytics, in the 4 games the Spurs lost in the NBA Finals, so 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Yes.
In Game 1, 91.6% chance of winning, up 13 points midway through the third. 13 points midway through the third, good little lead, but that can evaporate before the end of the third. You could be losing by the end of the third. So, yes, a blown lead, but not as egregious, I would say, on that one.
13. I mean,
13 midway through the third, you see it happen all the time. It is still a blown lead, for sure. 91.6%. Game 2, they were up 2 points with 1 minute left in the fourth. They had a 72.8% chance. And then that's when that is the game that Wemby threw the turnover off Stephen Castle's back towards the end. But that is the lowest percentage chance of winning a game. Game 4, 99.6% chance of winning Game 4, up 20 points with 9.5 left in the fourth quarter. That was the highest win probability for the Spurs in that game. The game they blew the 29-point lead. 99.6% chance of winning. Game 5, the series clinching game for the Knicks, 95.4% chance of winning Game 5, up 10 points with about 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That was the Spurs. Those were...
But the lead was bigger than that before they got into the fourth, right?
Oh, yeah. No, these are just what were the highest probabilities? At what point were the Spurs at their highest probability in the game? Because, the 99.6, that was 20 points left with 9.5 in the fourth. Well, they came back from 29 down. But at that point in the game, that is where the Spurs' probability was its highest. So you had 3 games where your win probability was at 91.6 or higher, and then you lost those games.
So
miss, turnover.
And most of which by your superstar down the stretch. And we have to give Wemby a little grace because he is 22. This is the Spurs' first time in the NBA Finals. They did play a veteran team who's been knocking on the door of a championship for a couple of years, a team that a lot of people felt like should have won a championship a couple of years ago. It felt like they were the better team than Indiana, and then they proved them differently last year. So, I want to make sure we also give the Knicks credit, because they fought, and Jalen Brunson, we might have to start having a different conversation now, and we keep hearing it, but is he top 5? Yeah, I think he is. Considering that he can't be stopped, even when he has terrible games, he's still finishing with 20-something. That's hard to do in the NBA, and he had the most prolific closeout game we've seen since Michael Jordan. From as far as a closeout game from a guard, and then a undersized guard on top of that, hey man, and the Spurs are full of good defenders. Champagnie was a good defender. Castle's a good defender. Fox is a good defender. Harper's a good defender, and he torched them dudes in the game he was supposed to torch them. The game that he was supposed to show up and close out, that's exactly what he did, and I think you have to give him a lot of credit. So yes, the Spurs melted down, but the Knicks fought their ass off to make sure they could stay in that game and stay in that series.
Could I throw a hot take out there that actually isn't that hot? If Greg Popovich were coaching this Spurs team, they would have won. They would have won the title, hands down. I think if Popovich were coaching this group of young guys, as we've seen him do with Tim
Popovich goes more than 7 deep.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I mean? So he's going to use guys like Tiago Splitter all of a sudden out there to give Tim Duncan a spell for longer than a couple minutes.
Well, he also knows, too. Sorry, Joe, my bad. He also knows really quickly that there's a limit to what you can do on the offensive end. You're going to go on a run where, it's all right, guys, you don't have to hit a 3 every single time. And the fact that Mitch Johnson wasn't calling more timeouts during that 29-point lead disappearing was just crazy to me. And Pop, I'll go back to the point I made last week, Pop's a little old school guy. He would have seriously done 4 corners and had the experience to manage a very young Victor Wembanyama in that situation, as he did with Duncan, as he did with Robinson, Parker, all the others.
Yeah.
Let's take a break to get back on the clock and continue on with this because, I want to talk a little bit more about the Knicks, the winning team in this. We share our thoughts on the Spurs and them
Do
essentially.
We have to?
I think it's important.
Because honestly,
it is.
I am through the moon excited about this Knicks team winning. Not the fans, not James Dolan. This Knicks team and the players and the coaches a part of this franchise. Get to more Knicks championship talk here on the Fan Sports Network, Sports Saturday.
Is your financial advisor?
and 1080 The Fan.
Welcome back, Sports Saturday. To close out on the Spurs on this finals subject before moving over to the New York Knicks, I wanted to read you some of the percentages, stats for the San Antonio Spurs in this final series because it's glaring. Some of these individual performances and what led to the series being what it was. Throw out a player on the Spurs. Give me his numbers. Give me his stats. I want to know what he did this series.
Let's go. Let's start with the obvious. De'Aaron Fox.
Oof. He went 24 of 70 for shooting. That is solid 34.3% from the field. From the field.
That's rough.
3-point, 7 of 28. That's 25% from three in the finals.
I mean, okay.
And as far as what is that? The average 12.8 points. I'm sorry. He's about to get paid a lot. He got paid a lot of money this year, and he's about to get paid a lot of money the next few years. That's you can't have 12.8 and shoot that terribly. In the
Did you
finals.
see he unfollowed the Spurs after the?
Well, they should trade his ass honestly after that performance and what you saw from Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper, yeah, that's your starter now. You know what I mean? Like I think he's your guy.
In context, Dylan Harper, rookie, teenager, 49.3% from the field, 28% from three, so not much better. Finished with 18 points in the series, 6.4 rebounds per game, 3 assists. And De'Aaron Fox, he had 6 assists and 3
He was a
rebounds.
vet. He's a young vet. You know, that's
Young
what he is now.
Mo.
Because that was one of the most gutsy performances you'll find in a playoff game. Like it felt like he made every shot. 10
He
for 19
started
from
the
the
series
floor.
hot and with an impact, and ended the series with an
Yeah,
impact.
like there was no fall off,
Yeah.
for him. So shout out to Dylan Harper, man. He's gonna have some big things, happen for him over the next little bit. How about Stephon Castle?
Stephon Castle finished 37.7% from the field, 30% from 3-point, 14.6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So, again, the shooting there, just abysmal.
I think Stephon Castle is one of those guys that we got to talk a lot about too, just because the turnovers that he had at certain points were egregious, especially when he had to be like the primary ball handler for this team. Like it was pretty bad. Like his ability to score kind of waned once we got out of like the second round. And all of a sudden he just became kind of a shell of himself. Not the guy that we saw during the regular season. Definitely not the guy that we saw play against the Blazers. So he wasn't great. He had great games at points, but through the series, most series, he wasn't awesome.
And I'll throw this last one out just because he was the 6th man of the year, Keldon Johnson.
Whoa.
34.8% from the field, 37.5 from 3. Okay.
I mean, okay, that sounds good.
Average 4.4 points in the series.
And then that's the bad part.
And you were the 6th man of the year. I understand that's technically means you're a bench player, but that's BS. You can't, just like De'Aaron Fox can't be averaging 12.8 and shooting 34% from the field. You as the 6th man can't be shooting 34% from the field, 35%, and averaging 4.4 points in the finals.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a lot of that is on Mitch Johnson, though. I mean, he wasn't playing as much as he played during the regular season, during the finals. Carter Bryant
75 minutes across the 5 games for Keldon Johnson.
That's not a whole lot, right? You know what I mean? For somebody that won a 6th man of the year award, you expect them to be on the floor a lot more than
15 minutes
that.
a game?
Yeah, so in the finals, he played like 24 minutes a game, which is fine, but you would expect him to play a little bit more because you're not going to go as deep into your bench once you get to the finals.
Well,
At least we know Mitch Johnson wasn't.
Yeah, and there was the complaints about, Wemby and him being tired. So, he went 9 deep, but really, 2 of those were Cornette and Barnes. So he really went 7 deep. And then another one of those was Keldon Johnson. Carter Bryant was actually one of those. So he really
Carter Bryant just didn't play at all.
23 minutes. So he did not go deep into the bench at all, even with your 6th man of the year. I mean, didn't utilize him.
And again, like Jordan was saying, is like you're not utilizing timeouts when the Knicks are going on big runs. Mm-hmm. What's the problem? Yeah. And I understand the Knicks are starting to get some momentum. That's when you have to, stop that. Let's come back and regroup. Come out of a timeout with almost a guaranteed bucket. Like, he didn't do any of those things. Like, I mean, I know he's a younger coach, but shoot, Mitch Johnson is 40-something. Like, should be old enough to know. Like, if you coached your son's team, right, you'd be wise enough to know that, man, I got timeouts. They're going on a run. We're up 29. Okay, now we're up 25. Hey, timeout.
That's the
timeout.
one.
I see how things are moving.
In basketball, that's still wild that happened twice in the playoffs with Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You know, in the Eastern Conference Finals as well. And then it happened. It's just like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
like,
whoa.
You have the tallest player in the league. Pick and roll. Pick and
Pick
roll.
and
Pick and
Not
roll.
even-
Pick and
or
roll.
not even that. Or not even that. Just dump it to him down low. Let him go to his move and go from there. But either way, having Wemby to start on the perimeter is crazy to me. Like, for every play that you have for him to start on the perimeter for pick and roll is insane. So there's a lot of reasons they lost. I think one of the main reasons they lost, though, is New York was just better.
Well, and I want to get to that now, is Jalen Brunson. I just haven't seen a player in these playoffs against women, because I want to base this off of playoff performances and because regular season, the cup, the in-season tournament. I know that these two teams played each other then, but playoff basketball is just so different. NBA playoff basketball is extremely different. So we had not seen a smaller guard be able to score the way that Jalen Brunson did against Wembanyama. SGA a little bit, but some of the shots that Jalen Brunson was putting up, high arcing bank shots off the top, fadeaway, high arcing bank shots off the top of the glass that is going out over the outstretched arms of Wembanyama. That one layup he had, which I'm pretty sure that was in Game 5, where he drove to the right and Wembanyama is right behind him. He kind of stops and does a little stutter step and look to the left and just keeps going to the right and is able to get the layup up and in. Like, you went into his area. You went into Wemby's area, the paint, where you have seen time and time again so many dudes enter and run right back out and leave, and because you know what's impending. It's Wembanyama. Brunson just showed time and time again throughout the series, I am not afraid to go in the paint. It's very Andre Miller-esque. Like, small dude, small guard. I'm still going to the paint.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get mine down there regardless. The fourth quarter performances, the Game 5 performance alone, 45 points, and the rest of the team had 49 points. Like, just one of the most impressive finals performances from a guard, I mean, that we've seen in our lifetime. I mean, it's
ever in a closeout game? Ever. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is the last person.
The series in general, man. And I know that and it's so funny. It's like, this is the series that we got. This is how it played out. But we talked about last week, like, dude, what would have happened if the Spurs didn't make so many mistakes? What if Cat doesn't get 2 fouls immediately in one game and Bridges gets 2 fouls immediately in one game? Like, how does this series play out? But it played out the way it did, and that was with Brunson. The rest of the Knicks team stepping up. OG, huge Game 5. The tip-in in Game 4. I mean, Cat, his defensive performance throughout the series. Mikal Bridges was stepping up when he needed to. Josh Hart doing everything. That dude is the epitome of wanting it more than anybody else out there, because that is what defense and rebounds are.
100%.
Effort,
energy.
and I give an F.
Yeah.
And he does that every single time he plays basketball. And it's Landry Shamet, his jumper is one of the most beautiful jumpers in the league. And seeing him, you could see it in his face too throughout the playoff
Confidence.
run. Confidence, but also just like a pissed off confidence. Like, I'm here to show everybody that I'm still an NBA
honestly,
player.
I think that's the mindset that everybody on that Knicks team took.
They weren't showing it, bumping or anything, but they like had this look of like, we know we can do this and we're pissed off about this.
Let's think about it, man. The Knicks nobody picked them to win. And that's kind of the story of everybody on that Knicks team. Nobody picked them, right? When Jalen Brunson signed to New York, do you remember the outrage by all the pundits? Like, oh, this is a terrible signing. This is not the guy. You got a bunch of guys on this team. Cat was called soft by Jimmy Butler. Nobody
got punked by him.
Yeah. Nobody. OG Anunoby was a big name in free agency and trade talks at one point, but nobody really paid much attention to
besides
OG
Dame.
Besides Dame, right? Josh Hart was a guy that was loved by Portland fans, but even they were like, yeah, we can do without you. You know, everybody on this team was somebody that people kind of passed on. We're like, well, we're okay. And so, yeah, you got a pissed off team that went out there, said we're tired of losing. And on top of that, let's just be real. They've been better than the Spurs all year. They played each other 3 times during the regular season, one of which was the Cup. Guess how many times the Spurs won during the regular season? Once. And guess how much they won by? 2. Any other time the Knicks played them this season, they beat them by a lot. So after game 4, I wasn't super, super surprised anymore that, okay, this Knicks team is just better than them. Like, I mean, sometimes teams just have your number, and it looks like this Knicks team just they have they have San Antonio's number. They know they're just better than them.
Well, yeah, it was just such a team performance. Like Mitchell Robinson, MAGA Mitch getting that rebound at the end of the game, just fighting with Wemby and just reaching up and snagging that thing
huge.
And then throwing it back out.
So many iconic moments, man. The OG's, big tip to send it into or to win game 4.
Yeah.
Like so many big moments for this Knicks squad, but. Man, I don't know. I'm happy for this team. I'm happy for even Mike Brown. I was gonna say he's corny as hell. Who let the dogs out?
Oh my
He's corny
God.
as hell. It's like, bro, you gonna sing that old ass weak song but
2000.
But you know what? You deserve it because he was somebody who's been a great coach. And when you coach LeBron, people often give the credit to LeBron and not to whomever the head coach was. And I think that was kind of the case with Mike Brown. Even when he took his team to the playoffs when he was in Sacramento, when he played with De'Aaron Fox and everything. So yeah, man, I'm happy for Mike Brown. I'm happy for the players from this Knicks squad. I'm happy for Josh Hart, man, former Blazer that goes and gets his ring. You know what I mean? So yeah. It was I'm happy for that team, man. Forget those fans.
I do love that Mikal Bridges, who Dame wanted the Blazers to go get, was part of this team, and then
Mikal
Josh
Bridges,
Hart as
another
well,
one of those
former
guys.
Blazer. Like, man, gosh, yeah, what could have been, but like those guys are really talented, and happy to see him win one. I don't know if it's a Knicks fan that did this or if it was just like people kind of buying into the Knicks en masse after this title, but I don't know if you saw the Jalen Brunson 1-of-1 rookie card that sold for just $300 in 2019, then resold in 2023 for almost $100,000. Just resold after this NBA Finals, almost $300,000. Like, that is insane.
You know, it's another crazy conversation you might have to have. Is that Big 3 one of the best ever? Because how many Big 3s have won college national championships, 2 of them in a row, and then an NBA championship?
The Nova boys.
That's pretty impressive. And I know Dante DiVincenzo is somewhere crying in a corner right now, pissed off that his buddies and a team that he played for until they traded him. Like, oh, this was going to be so cool. I'm back with my guys. No, you're not. You're going to Minnesota.
I see what you're saying. Best Big 3 of all time.
I didn't say best. I said one of. Said one of.
It's hard because there isn't a Big 3 that also went from college to the NBA like this.
That's why
like,
you gotta
I can't
put him
think
in there.
like, there wasn't a Big 3 from a UCLA team or a, I'm just trying to think Duke or something like that where they all partner. I feel like maybe there's been a couple Kentucky guys.
There's
that
definitely
have
been some Kentucky guys
together.
that played together, yeah.
But yeah.
Some Kansas dudes, but yeah, some Duke guys, but yeah, never like this. And so that's why another reason like that was pretty cool. That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Your dad being one of the coaches, and that's the first big hug that you have. There's so many cool storylines to this.
You see that Rick Brunson was still saying like in the post game
that Ewing is the best Nick. I mean, he's Patrick Ewing. He's not wrong, but I mean, at
such
the same
a dad
time,
move.
yeah.
Like even your son, like he pulls out the best accomplishment of all time. Do you love me, Dad? Patrick Ewing's still the best Nick of all time.
I do love you, son, but just for context, Ewing's still the best.
Sorry, bud. Well, I'm glad that the Knicks did it. The Spurs, they've had their fun. They have literally, honestly, I'm glad that everything that happened to the Spurs did because they have been on the mountaintop so many damn times. As a small market team, they have experienced the best moments ever as a franchise, and now you got to experience the worst moments ever. Welcome to being a fan.
They did lose to LeBron in pretty embarrassing
and then they
fashion.
Did whoop LeBron in pretty embarrassing fashion in a 5-game series. Yeah. That was the series
not
that made
too many blemishes for the Spurs.
That's what made me hate not hate the Spurs anymore was that series. I hated them forever, and then when they beat the Heat in that 5-game series, I was like, all right, I can't really.
Timmy D was always my guy. It's my second favorite player of all time. So.
And now I hate him again.
Yeah, so it's like that. I understand.
It's back to that. Yeah. You had mentioned something. I think Jordan or Rashad. I think we all kind of mentioned it about some of these players on the Knicks team and how they were coveted by one Damian Lillard of the Portland Trailblazers.
Yes.
It's been a very interesting offseason so far, to say the least. It seems like on a weekly basis there's always something new to talk about. I will ask you and ask the listeners out there, why do the Blazers not have a head coach yet? 503-864-6326 if you want to chime in. And what the hell is going to happen this offseason? And I do have a take about the Blazers and their offseason that I need to retract and change as well. So do that. Possibly get to see some USA soccer talk. Possibly get to the craziest fast food inventions of all time. Loaded second hour all of a sudden.
They all sound like winners.
Yeah. Do hour number 2 of Sports Saturday right here on the Fan Sports Network. Next.
Dirt and Spray. Dirt and Spray. Weekday.
Hour number 2, Sports Saturday here on the Fan Sports.
4
Network.
corn dogs?
I'm sorry, that one got me again today. That open will never be
What is that
never get old. Dude, it was from a PGA Tour event. Like it was just the broadcasters. I gotta look it up, but it was some PGA, and they're just panning the audience, the crowd, and some lady, sure enough, 2 corn dogs, big corn dogs, like those like fair corn dogs. We're not talking about the
You're talking about the dipped corn dogs.
Like the
when they make,
footlongs.
yeah. We ain't
corn
talking about the BS frozen ones that come in the box.
Yeah.
like
talking about real corn dogs.
she has 4 giant corn dogs, 2 in each hand, and so I understand the commentator's excitement after seeing something like that.
Quadruple fister.
Yeah.
I mean, the product's super cheap too. Like food at golf tournaments isn't incredibly expensive.
And the Netherlands score 1-0 against Sweden 5 minutes into the match. World Cup on right now, by the way. No corn dogs there. Do the Swedes like
Why
the
not?
corn dogs? Do the Netherlands?
Everyone likes corn
It's
dogs.
down in
Have you been-
Houston. They better be.
Have you been seeing the videos of the foreigners enjoying American cuisine?
Good for them.
Yes.
And fine American establishments such as Walmart and Buc-ee's.
Yeah, good for them. I've never been to a Buc-ee's. I want to go
I
to
haven't
a Buc-ee's.
either.
Yeah, I mean,
Where's
I've
the
been down
closest
south. I've
Buc-ee's?
never been to a Buc-ee's though.
Uh,
I've been to a Wawa back east, which
yeah.
is awesome.
near like Philly and all
Oh
that.
my
yeah.
gosh, man! When I went to the great Mike Lynch's wedding, initially out there was a gas station that's called a Wawa,
Yeah.
and there's just like I had the best sandwich.
I was
Still
gonna
to this
say,
day, one
I've
of the
heard
best sandwiches
I've heard
I've
of
ever
the
had.
sandwiches of Wawa.
Oh my God,
one
yeah.
at Wawa.
yeah.
Oh my God, they had like this barbecue sandwich, like these big pieces of barbecue on top of it. Then they had just like, man, please,
You know what I want? A head coach for the Portland Trailblazers.
that would be awesome.
It would be nice.
That would be a little bit better than the sandwich, right?
It would be nice. It's one of those though. It's a catch-22. It's like basketball championship teams are very much determined on your roster and players and what you have in there. So like, it's this back and forth. Like, do I want a coach hired? Yeah. Do the Blazers have a draft pick? No. So I guess that doesn't really matter. But if you are maybe getting involved in draft day trades,
You better be. You better be involved some way.
maybe it'd be
come
nice to
Tuesday.
have a coach in that capacity just in case you want to help facilitate that. And I mean, I know it's a GM thing, but sometimes it's nice having the coach's input on what players you have on the roster. And so I don't know why it's taking this long. I think I said, and I don't think it was on this show. I said it to maybe a friend or something like that. I'm like, they're going to hire a coach within the next week. I think that was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. When
It's been a while.
So
It's kicking the can down the road.
I said they would have a coach before the draft. And
which makes sense. I mean, again, I know they do not have a draft pick, but it would make sense for them to do
yes,
that.
especially if you are going to be involved in any trade talks. And while we haven't heard that the Giannis to Portland thing is like even a possibility of happening, we have heard Portland's name in a bunch of different like the Jaylen Brown talks and stuff like that. So our names are probably going to be involved some form or passion, not sure how, but you would like your head coach to be in place so at least he knows who he might be coaching,
Yes.
or she knows
Yeah.
who she might be coaching.
Oh, whoa!
Becky
Does Rashad
Hammond, maybe?
does
Becky
Rashad
Hammond?
know something that we don't?
I take Becky Hammond. I know him more about Becky Hammond than Mike Norrie. I know Becky Hammond served under Greg Popovich for 7 seasons, I think it was.
Well, and it has also been reported that we interviewed Becky Hammond literally just for face value,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I've seen
actually
that.
had no
Yeah,
interest.
so
in
she
that
has-
at
Pretty
all.
sure most teams have done that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
to her.
You brought up a certain player though that there have been rumors about. Not Giannis, but Jaylen Brown. Sam Amick of The Athletic has even reported that the Blazers have, quote, serious interest, end quote, in acquiring Jaylen Brown if he is made available by the Boston Celtics. I think we talked about that last week a little bit, maybe a couple weeks ago, and I said as much that I did not want him on the Blazers team. I did not want him in the Blazers locker room. Anything to do with him because of the fact that he clearly values his own individual performance more than team performance. I retract my statement. That
Good
is
for you.
because I realized I was being that Blazers fan that, oh, I want a star, but only the type of star that I want, and he has to fit. Dude, get me
Has to be a
Jaylen.
team guy.
Get me Jaylen Brown. Get me talent. Give
Yeah.
me the
Thank
best.
you.
Give me the best players in the NBA. However you got to do it. The whole reports of also like going after Giannis, regardless of giving him an extension. Do it. I don't care.
I mean,
Oh dear, God forbid you have Giannis on your team for 1 year.
For 1 year, and they almost win a title or do win a title.
And you give up these draft picks that you've been nailing 100% of the time over the last few years, right?
I will give up a chance
Dang
at
it, Joe.
Young, Hansen, and
what
Zach
do
Collins.
what do the ladies do? Something
The
like
snaps?
this?
Snaps?
No, they're clock it. Whatever. Man, everything both of y'all are saying is 1,000%. That's what I'm.
F them picks.
Those picks have gotten us what outside of Damian Lillard over the past 20 years.
And this
what have
is-
those picks? And excuse me, CJ, who was a great Blazer for us. Let's be real.
They're they're essentially 3 for 4.
Those
in
picks
their
have
last draft picks.
They've continually allowed the team to kick the can down the road, essentially, right?
Essentially, yes. So if you have a chance, we always talk about, man, it didn't work, but damn, they went for it, right? At least they made an effort to do something, right?
Pull a Raptors Kawhi move.
Listen, if
Something.
if we can get Giannis for the year and then he goes off to do whatever because he bought Portland a championship, hey man, thank you. I'm still going to go to the parade. I'm still going to enjoy the next year because all the stuff so yeah, I wouldn't really mind having Giannis, even if it's for a year, forget it. What else are we talking about? They're talking about selling the team and all type of stuff anywhere. Fans are talking about, oh, we're going to move the team, all this stuff. Well, then, hell, I say go for it now. You might not have that much time. Do it. Go get Jaylen Brown. Go get Giannis. If you can do it, make it happen. I say you make it happen. I love Jaylen Brown. He's a smart dude. He can do everything on the floor. Why wouldn't you want a guy who can play both ways and then go out there and lead kids to in some robotics or something like that? We're a robotics ass city.
STEM.
STEM, yes. Let him do that. If he wants to do that, yes. You know how much he would love a place like OMSI that's right by the Moda Center seriously for a nerd like Jaylen Brown, because he is a nerd. Let's be 100% clear. He would love
I think you
this.
might be overstating how nerdy he is. Do you really think he's just going to be kicking
Have
it
you
at
seen
OMSI?
Have you seen his resume as far as what he
I
does?
get it. I know. He went to Berkeley. And
He
he's
teaches at
done all-
MIT in the summer and all type of stuff. Jaylen Brown is the definition of a sports nerd. He plays basketball, but he indeed is one of those guys that also loves Legos and stuff like that. Yes, he would love a
Some of
place
the
like
things you're
OMSI.
saying in this segment are just killing me.
Man, seriously.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just he likes Legos and can help kids with robotics.
But
and
I'm
want to go to OMSI.
What I'm saying is having a place like that's literally within arm's reach of the Moda Center for a guy like Jaylen Brown, the two go hand in hand for what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just I realized my stubbornness, and like I said, that I want.
It's called growth.
I want the stars that I want. Yeah, I'm willing to admit my mistakes. I'm a man.
You're a Tyler Hero kind of guy.
Is it what did he do?
I don't know. So I figured that would be the type of superstar that you want.
Oh. No, I don't want Tyler Hero.
Oh, yeah. I'll take him if he's a number 3 option.
Again, all context is what matters. What's the trade look like? What's the contract? All that. But I'm kind of
I did see multiple reports on the whole Thiago Splitter hire for the Bulls that after that the Blazers coaching search might have re-expanded. So down to the Boston assistant and then Mike Nori from Minnesota, their assistant.
I want
know.
Van Gundy.
And
we don't know who's in the mix. I still wouldn't mind Terry Stotts
I
back.
think it's
who knows who they're actually talking to?
I think it's important. Joe, you mentioned this earlier when we started the show. The owner of our team did just win the Stanley Cup. And so there are parades and everything to be had. There's there's a lot of different stuff going on to where the Blazers and the coaching might not be his number one priority, which is why I'm thinking you should have given that opportunity to the general manager, who should be the person making personnel decisions anyway, not the owner. The owner is the person that hires the person to make personnel decisions. Otherwise, we're talking about a Jerry Jones situation where he's too close to all the action. So that's what it is.
No, I was just reading something that I have to inform you of.
Let's hear it.
I was learning about Jaylen Brown and his nerdiness.
Okay.
He was, you brought up the MIT stuff. He was named an MIT Media Lab Fellow and has since collaborated.
Ooh, he's a fellow.
He has
That's a big
collaborated
deal.
with the university
is.
to create the Bridge program, which mentors Greater Boston youth and high school students of color who are interested in pursuing careers in STEM programs.
Boom.
Through his work with MIT, Brown has taken a strong interest in tackling education and income equality, among other social advocacy initiatives. Here's more. He was offered an internship at NASA was the youngest person to ever hold a lecture at Harvard and was in the middle of a robotics class when he learned that his agent had secured him the largest contract in NBA history.
So you mean to tell me that guy doesn't want to work with the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry?
Let me
Absolutely.
continue. He has a YouTube channel where he has posted several documentary-style videos depicting his life during the season. The first episode was posted in 2017. The video title refers to Brown's love of chess.
Oh.
FCHWPO stands for Faith, Consistency, Hard Work Pays Off.
That's the superstar that you want in Portland.
Now, here's the problem. Here's where it can get sticky in the locker room.
He loves his numbers.
Brown is a practicing Muslim.
Oh yeah, we're not going to love that here in
Having
Portland.
converted into no. Denny?
I mean, they can, understand. They can
Can
coexist.
they make it happen?
They can coexist.
Well, now I got to look. Has Denny Avdia, like maybe on some of these Wizards teams in the past, play like
I can almost guarantee that he has.
how many Muslims are in
Denny
the league
Avdia's been
right
in the league.
now?
Oh, it's probably a lot of practicing Muslims in the league. I just had a Muslim gentleman drive me here this morning, so I guarantee there are a lot of practicing Muslims in the NBA that have converted.
Well, they've said
more than likely.
Well, they've
Yes.
said about like Jeremy Grant, because Jeremy Grant, he's gone. Damn, where? I gotta look this up. But Jeremy Grant, I think, is like he's down with Palestine.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's very much down with the cause, and obviously being teammates with Denny Avdia. I think that is there have been
Well, they have been talking about shopping.
underlying rumors of just kind of like we just kind of put up with each other because of basketball, but
Yeah, I mean, they have been making conscious efforts to get rid of Jeremy Grant.
Have
So,
they though? Actually, no. Seriously, that maybe
His name is the one that's always in the trade talk, so we know
the
this.
last
Here's what we know.
4 years.
Yeah.
His name has been in trade. Oh, they're going to move Jeremy Grant this summer.
But
they're
if
going
we're
to
being
move
honest,
him here this winter.
if we're being honest, nobody's really been traded, right? And so
I was told last year that he was going to be traded, and I was like, all right, we'll see, like by
Yeah.
someone, and I was like, all right, we'll
Here-
see, and it didn't happen.
here's what we know.
if it were the old owner, they wouldn't hire a coach. They'd just be like,
Here's what we know. If there is a trade for one of these superstars we keep talking about, Jeremy Grant will be one of the ones that's going. That's what we do know. That contract has to go. It's immovable. It's one of the, if there is a trade to be had, yes, we will do that, but you have to take Jeremy Grant. That's going to be what happens.
I mean, it's probably better to move one of them at this point, and Jeremy's the lesser talented of the two, than keep them in the locker room just based on their, we put up with this. At some point, that would come to a head. It would.
I'm seeing that Dennis Schroeder is
Nah.
Get that the hell
I'll take him, though. I'll take him as a backup role. I like Dennis Schroeder. I'll take him as a backup.
Sorry, not player. I was talking about my bad. I should
Oh,
have prefaced it.
Muslims.
Muslims.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's like, I don't want him on the Blazers.
Yeah, okay.
but-
Dennis Schroeder. I was like, yeah, okay, I like that. Yeah.
Veteran minimum. No, apparently the German Gambian is is apparently practicing.
He does
Muslim.
play for Germany, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a German.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that when he got drafted. And then who else? It says Luke Garza. He has a
Yeah.
strong connection to Bosnia
Yeah.
and practices Islam. And then it's is Nurkic as well?
No, I don't think so.
Is he?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, that would be a funny dynamic.
What's the national religion in Bosnia?
Oh God, I have no idea.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he is very vocal and about his faith and dedication to observing Islamic traditions. Yes.
So now we have to just go look through the rosters and see if Denny has been able to coexist.
And when
with
countries
did Schroeder and him play on Washington?
I mean, and when countries are at war, it's a little bit different than like, just
Hey, I
we
don't
don't like
like
you,
you.
you don't
I don't
like
like-
me.
I don't like your
I mean,
point of view.
go watch Once Brothers, the 30 for 30 about Vlade Divac and Drazen Petrovic. Super sad.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Anyways, I'll take Jaylen Brown. What
I'll
if
take- I'll take
would
him
you
anywhere.
take Jaylen Brown if Denny Avdia is involved in that trade?
100%. Still.
If the
He's
package
Jaylen Brown.
if the package involves Avdia, Jaylen Brown for Avdia.
I would
and-
prefer Jalen Avia to stay because Avia would all of a sudden become that second scorer that everybody says he really is next to Jaylen Brown.
See,
But
you need the contracts to match, so it'd have to be like Avdia and Jeremy Grant.
Well, then you're
Yeah.
keeping one of those first-round picks or pick swaps. Then,
But if you're-
it's one or the other.
But if you're Portland, the last thing you can do is lose assets like Avia. You can't. That
No.
would be crazy. I don't think they would
Jaylen
do
Brown for Denny Avdia.
They wouldn't do
Jeremy
that, though.
Grant and a first-round pick.
I think I'd do that. I mean, every first-round pick and those same players for Giannis, yes. But if you include Denny in a Jaylen Brown trade, no. Absolutely not.
All right, I'm pulling up
Yeah.
the trade machine to see.
Yeah,
if
I
that
can't.
even
I can't
works.
do that. I can't
Yeah.
let go of Denny as I'm thinking about that.
I mean, I wonder what the Celtics asking price is on that. Like, he's obviously a top scorer in the NBA, probably top 20, 25 if you look at points per game.
Look at his assist numbers, too.
25 players overall in the NBA. There's a difference still between him and Giannis, though, right? Like, the asking price is going to be, I would say, significantly different for Boston to Milwaukee. And here, Portland has Milwaukee's pick swaps, whereas they don't have Boston.
I think if you're a young team, I know we have to break. If you're a young team, you're looking for young assets and draft picks. And I think if you're the Blazers, you can. I think if you're giving up anybody, you're giving up your young guns, Scoot, Shaden, and all those draft picks. That's what's going to go. At least in one of those guys, you're giving up a guy that's averaged 20 something, 21 this season in the Shaden.
I mean, maybe even Klingon. Kling might have to go too, just because of the promise he showed.
I got 2 trades for you. Jaylen Brown for Jeremy Grant, Scoot Henderson, and Shaden Sharp. Trade is successful, according to the trade machine.
So that'll be with picks, obviously. This is just money, right?
Yeah, that'd be picks too, yeah.
You get 2 shooters, you get an athletic scorer, you get a heady point guard to play alongside of Peyton Pritchard. I think it works out if you're Boston.
Or swap out Scoot and Shaden for Denny.
No.
Nah,
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I'm not letting go of
What
Denny.
if it means less first-round picks that you have to give up?
No.
Oh, no.
Like, what if in this one with Scoot and Shaden, you got to give up like 3 or 4?
Sure.
We talked about those first-round
But
picks.
with
They
Denny,
can have
it's only
them all.
1.
No.
We talked about those first-round picks, man. They can have them all.
I like Denny. Denny means more than 2 or 3 first-round picks in 2028 or 2029. He just does.
I say just give him the picks.
I'm just
Here's all this future. Take these picks. We'll take him.
All-stars need to get traded for all-stars sometimes. I'm
Nah.
just saying.
Not if that team has picks to give.
Yeah, call Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. Tell me how that one worked out.
Can we just get Giannis then? How about that?
Yes.
Let's just do that
Yeah.
instead.
There's a world.
Let's just do that instead.
If Blazer fans, I know we have to break it.
Yeah.
Blazer fans really,
I'll say
value
it when
these
we come
draft
back.
picks. You're insane.
Look at you saying that twice now. All right, we do have to
it
break.
is 10:22. We probably should.
We'll keep it going next here, Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network.
For 250 years.
Welcome back. And now it's time for break. I was just talking about Blazers offseason stuff. Getting Giannis, getting Jaylen Brown, just trying to make something happen when they're going to get their next coach. If it even matters when they get their next coach at this point, because they don't have any draft picks this year. Do we say F them picks? Who do we involve in a trade? Who we shouldn't? So many variables.
See the latest report about Giannis?
Yeah, that he the asking price for them is let me find the word, unrealistic is what teams are finding when talking to him, and that the asking price is higher than it was at the trade deadline last year in the NBA season. So,
They're holding him hostage.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, he reportedly loves living in Milwaukee, but does not like the Bucks situation.
So he wants to go to Chicago.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what that means. Like, you love the crazy cold winters where you can't go outside.
Can you imagine Chicago getting him after Thiago going there?
That would be the best. That would be the biggest screw you Portland moment that we could possibly think
Be a
of.
big screw Milwaukee moment. They wouldn't trade him to Chicago, though. I mean,
No.
geographical rival. You don't want to do that.
Well, just on the thought that he does, if this report is true, because, God, these sources and people just wanting to get clicks and stuff nowadays, who knows what's true. But if Giannis does like Milwaukee, why wouldn't he like Portland? And everybody that's kind of poo-pooing him, wanting to spend time in Portland, say, guys, Portland did throw everything against the wall. They got him for a year. Best case scenario, you get to the NBA Finals, you win a title. Wouldn't that keep a player like Giannis around? I don't understand why we're not willing to explore that thought. Is it just New York, LA, we need to send him to a big market? Like, let's really talk about the possibilities here. And I don't feel like we're doing that. Not us, just the national media at large.
So I'm gonna say this: having been to Milwaukee, it is a bigger city than Portland.
Of course.
It doesn't have some of the oceans and everything like that we have, but Milwaukee is a dope ass city, and it's huge, and it's like an hour or whatever away from Chicago. So it's not. It is a nice city. It does have other professional teams. It is still a bigger market than Portland would be, and I think that's the big thing. Like, yes, Portland is a nice city when we are here during the spring and summer and stuff like that, but that rain is a big game changer for a lot of folks. And not that the Milwaukee cold isn't a big thing. I've said this on the show before. I have friends that are from Alaska, and I remember when they got here to Oregon, they were like, "Oh, it's so cold here." And I'm like, "What? You're from Alaska?" And she was like, "Oh, no, we're used to wearing like skirts, and we'd still wear flip-flops and stuff in the winter." It's like, this is a chill you to the bone type of cold here because it's raining and the wind is blowing and all type of stuff. Like, I mean, in Chicago, you're dealing with the wind or the snow or the rain, but none of those together. And here you're going to deal with all three of those at the same time. So for that aspect alone, just from the weather spot, like, I still think Milwaukee is a bigger city than Portland, so I would understand why he said that and why he probably wouldn't want to be in Portland, but
He's
who
been
cares?
there a while now,
Yeah.
ingrained in the community.
Yeah, he's a part. It's like Dame in Portland. Like most basketball players will tell you Portland is trash, don't want to go there. I listened to Tracy McGrady one time say, when we go to Portland, we just get on the plane and go straight to Vegas. We don't stay in Portland. There's no point. I was like, damn, really? That's how you feel? So for Dame to really love it here and everything, it depends on the person.
They clearly never went to Acropolis
Oh, no.
or Casa Diablo.
And I guess none of
What
us
do
are
you
going to
want?
go to
Steak
Acropolis.
bites, vegan? I mean, take your pick.
And I guess none of us are going to Acropolis anymore.
What? They closing?
I think they're closing.
They're
Acropolis.
done? Wow.
That's sad.
That is.
man.
That's a staple. An
Yeah,
icon.
sad.
Got to pour one out for the Acropolis. And also, the Lloyd Center is officially being closed on like August
yeah.
8th, July 8th, something like
We
that.
don't
So
have any
Lloyd
sad
Center's
music,
closing.
do we?
got to pour one out for the Lloyd Center and for Acropolis, man.
Give me money.
That's not sad.
That's better. The property has been listed for sale. I haven't seen anything about
That's
it.
what the Acropolis is saying.
Yeah, remains
Money.
open.
We'll see. We'll
Money
see.
now. Me a money needing a lot now.
Me needing steak bites a lot now. That's what
Is it
I
weird to get steak bites in the daytime? Like, if I were to go,
Well, it's
like,
weird being
after
It's
after
weird
the show.
being in a strip club in the daytime, just in general.
I can't do
That's
strip
where
clubs and
mafia
food.
guys meet.
I don't know why.
That is the one place I'll make the exception for, my man.
Can't do
Really?
boobs and
Acropolis.
burgers, bro.
Acropolis?
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't do
Acropolis.
boobs and
You're
burgers.
tripping.
I gotta separate them.
Don't they have a buffet at the Acropolis?
I
too?
think they
I've
do.
never been to
Or
the
they
buffet.
have at one
Now,
point.
you shouldn't be eating buffets at the strip club. I will say that.
Maybe not. But they do have steak bites.
Why do orgies always have buffets?
Whoa.
Like in the movies, you know,
gotta
they-
replenish, I guess.
it's
right?
like you go into like this crazy, like, oh, everyone's wearing a mask, but they got a buffet.
Speaking of food, I feel like the next segment we can make it very Americana because we can talk about the USA, the World Cup, and we can talk about the craziest fast food menu items ever invented, which is very American as well.
Let's
I
do
mean,
that.
If America knows anything, it's fast food.
That's the thing we do best.
We
And
know
more.
our fast food.
Yeah.
All right, take a break. Jordan Schultz, Sports Center update first up.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, round 3 of the U.S. Open in progress right now. Wyndham Clark, the leader, getting going at about 12:45 this morning at 7 under with Matt Fitzpatrick. He's at 3 under, along with Xander Schauffele, Sam Stevens, and Tom Kim. Emiliano Grillo on the 11th right now, even so far, and Tommy Fleetwood just getting going along with Ben James. They're both at +1 on the second green at this point. Over to FIFA, the World Cup happening right now down in Houston between Sweden and the Netherlands, and it looks like the Netherlands are now winning 2-0 in about the 30th minute. And over to baseball, the Red Sox getting the win over the Mariners 6-2. Another loss for them, 2 out of the last 3 now. Just a half a game lead in the AL West at this point. And they will be back at it, though, tonight. 7:10 first pitch between Hancock and Early on the bump. You can watch it on Mariners TV. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time with Isaac and Sue.
Welcome back. Sports Saturday. We got some footy on the television. Netherlands up 2-0 against Sweden. 35th minute. And the lads, they need a hydration break, it looks like. Sponsored by water. Drink it.
You're pretty good with your accents, man. I got to be real with you.
Oh, should I try my Egyptian or Iranian accent
I don't
at the
think
World
so.
Cup game next
That's
week?
That's one that you shouldn't do.
I'll work on it.
No, I just think you should leave those alone. Just
No?
for the day. Just for the day. I'm looking at these Kid Cudi tickets you were talking about, man. Hey, man,
Oh, yeah, so when I was...
somebody might be going to Kid Cudi concert.
Yeah,
Man.
there you go.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
The Kid Cudi hum.
Yeah, that is his thing.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Because he believes he's a singer, but he's not.
Speaking of the tickets, getting the looking at World Cup stuff, I was like, man, if I were to World Cup, I was also looking at Cowboys tickets because Cowboys are going to be in Seattle taking on the Seahawks.
Okay.
Monday night, December 9th. And I was like, I probably have a better chance of making it out alive of the Egypt versus Iran match than I am going to that Cowboys Seahawks game in Cowboys gear. Like if I'm wearing a Cowboys sweatshirt, I'm probably catching hands at some point.
Okay. Can you fight, Joe?
Can I fight?
Yeah.
I mean, probably not. But I'll be humble on this one.
I appreciate you for.
I mean, I've taken those silly little boxing classes that are more so just like you're punching bags to work out. But if someone says, "Hey, give me a 1-2-5 combo," it's like, all right,
You got it.
Yeah, got the stance.
Yeah,
you had our boy
you got
Mike
it.
and the
Then you
boxing
gotta-
guy in that one. The boxing coach. Yeah. He's. I've
then
had
you
his
should have
class.
no problem.
Yeah, I should. I'll maybe piece
there-
up a couple people.
There's certain games, games
But
you don't want
probably
to go
not.
to. Like I'm not really afraid of Seahawks fans like that. No offense, Seahawks fans. I think you're awesome,
12s aren't like that.
but they're not about any of that. Like it's all good, man. You'll be fine in your Cowboy stuff. Now, if you're going to like a Raider game, a Charger game, a San Francisco game, then yes, you might have an issue.
Yeah.
But you should be fine at was it Lumen?
Lumen Field.
Yeah,
It
you
is
should
Lumen
be fine
now,
up
yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing Kid Cudi tickets.
People are really nice.
If you're trying to be in the lawn at Ridgefield tonight, $17
That's a silly. I mean, I don't want to sit there though.
in the lawn.
Yeah.
Anyways, World Cup, USA. They are one of two teams that have clinched their group already. Of all the groups, which I believe there's 16 of them, them and Mexico have clinched their the group, and they will be moving to the knockout round. How about that?
On Juneteenth. Good job.
Yeah, atta babe.
Good job.
I mean, and to be fair, I mean, they've got a lot of African American black players that are some of their best players on the team right now. So I mean, yeah, having it on June 19th, June
Taking over American soccer
That's right,
by the next World Cup.
dude. There's something to be said about if USA shows out and has a good performance. I don't know, quarterfinals, semis, something like that.
They could win.
There could be just maybe a soccer, not so much rejuvenation because it's never been like that in the U.S. before, but a soccer influx, a trend, a push, more of a, the population at large being like, you know what, we should care a little bit more.
We're not a soccer country until we get to the World Cup. And I think that's not even the Olympics. The World Cup is the only time that we're truly like, okay, happens that we do it all the time for the ladies. When it's time for a women's World Cup, like we are all in, on that part.
And let's be fair, I'm sure soccer is the biggest sport for a lot of these countries. I'm sure there are a couple other countries out there that are like same thing. They get up every 4 years for it. They don't really care about their national team throughout the rest of the it's just, they show up. The USA it's an interesting relationship with fans and the team because we get up every 4 years only for them to S the bed or not even be in it like they were 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's why we don't really care about men's soccer here in the States. Like women's soccer, because we've seen them win. Like we've seen women's stars like come to the forefront of like pop culture and everything like that during their runs. So we've yet to see who's the last really great men's soccer star, U.S. soccer star.
Well, I mean, on the current team, Christian Pulisic.
No, I mean, but prior to that, like somebody that a kid who doesn't watch soccer can look at him and go,
don't.
I knew there was one guy, and his
Like
name's escaping me
legendary
right now. Yeah.
I mean, Landon Donovan.
Landon Donovan, there it is. That's
Yeah.
the name I was looking for. And like he's really the only guy that we could think of from those men's team that we're like, oh,
Clint Dempsey.
I know who he is off top.
Clint Dempsey.
That's another name that I
remember him,
recognize. Yeah, but so I think we're dying for like as soon as we get a cool American soccer like player that really represents USA during the World Cup, like please.
This
Rad.
is something about just not so much like the American U.S. team, but just soccer growing in America in general is what I think could be beneficial here is in the next couple of years, the MLS is changing their schedule so that way it matches up more with the international leagues, English Premier League, La Liga.
That's cool.
Because they run, I believe they go July through May, big break in the wintertime because, you can't really play soccer during the winter. But all the international leagues, they go from, late July to May with that big break during the wintertime. But with that will give MLS teams the opportunity to be able to bid on international players in the transfer window when teams have players available and, essentially their trade deadline.
I love this. I love the rules that international.
It's so bizarre,
soccer
yeah.
has. I love some of the rules.
But basically what it means is that the MLS will have the opportunity to get international players more frequently and more often because their schedule is going to match up with everybody else's. So it's not going to be this drastic change if you try and get this player that's playing for Tottenham and
I have to make
for
a
Premier
decision
League
whether I want to play for my country or
and
if I want to play for
change my schedule up and how it's played. So my hope is that the MLS, because there's money over here, some of these owners are going to be willing to pay for big stars across soccer now, not just the one-off Messis, like a lot of some of the current great players.
Do you remember when David Beckham came to play for the Galaxy initially? Do you remember when that whole thing
it was huge.
kind of happened?
That was a huge deal.
I remember, so here's a cool part. I remember meeting David Beckham. This is a crazy story. So we're at the gas station. We're in Los Angeles. We take our students to Los Angeles every year for graduation, right? And so we end up at the gas station the day we're going back to the airport, and this Maserati pulls up. I'm like, oh man, that's a dope ass car. And then I'm getting gas, and I see this guy comes out, and man, this is one of the most handsome people I've ever seen in my life. I was like, my God, man. And I looked at him, and he was like, hey, how you doing, mate? And I was like, oh, hell, you're David Beckham and everything. And all these kids, American kids, black kids, got out the car to, oh, my God, David Beckham, get your autograph. Like, we go cuckoo over stars, right? And so if you are a big enough name and you can get the one-off Messis or, Ronaldo, whoever, to play here for X amount of time, like, yes, there is huge money. If you were to tell me Messi was coming to play for the Timbers, you serious? I'd be at every game.
Well, he's in Miami, which I don't blame him for that one.
Yeah,
but,
no, of course not. But if you say all of a sudden, oh, yeah, the Timbers got this, the world's greatest, man, please.
Yeah, but and that's what I'm saying is like hopefully with these changes with people, I mean, international players are playing in the U.S. for the first time ever, probably, right? And they're seeing the environment. They're obviously playing in Canada and Mexico as well, but seeing the environment and then hoping that MLS gets on the same, not just getting these great players when they're in their like mid to late 30s on the back ends of their career. Messi's still great, right? But like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he came over in his late 30s. Like kind of these like one-off, like, all right, let me make one last run. Not as great as I hope that MLS now will have the opportunity to get players when they are in their prime and they are playing at their best.
That would be awesome.
In their mid-20s.
That'd be awesome.
Like start doing some of that with these changes with maybe the culture shifting over here. Maybe just get more athletes in this country involved in soccer in general as well. But we got to make sure that we're feeding them the right food and not these fast food items that I have a list of right here that we will end the show with.
Well, it depends on the item. There's some protein-packed stuff in there.
All you need is a caloric deficit, all right? Doesn't matter what you eat. You just need the caloric deficit, right? Right?
Yes, that's pretty much
Maybe.
Kind of.
All right, let's take a break and read some of the worst fast food inventions of all time. We do that next. Sports Saturday, Fan Sports Network.
Honey, did you...
All right, welcome back. Final segment here. U.S. Open going on right now this weekend as well.
All the U.S. stuff is happening.
I know, right? Round 3, 20-mile-per-hour winds.
Jeez.
I saw this shot. I don't know if it was who it was, the golfer, but he hit a 3-wood, and he hit it, punched it into the ground, so that way it just stayed low. Maybe got 10 feet off the ground and just cut through that wind and just bounced and ran an extra 50, 60 yards. Playing in that kind of wind is just brutal. Just brutal. And hopefully nobody is playing around with a belly full of Pizza Hut's Hot Dog Bites pizza. This was a pizza that instead of crust, it had little
bites.
hot dogs.
That's in
Little
Japan,
pig in
right?
a blanket.
They do wacky things with KFC and Pizza Hut in
It
Japan.
debuted in Asia, is what it said.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was an Asian one.
But sometimes they can knock it out the park with
How about
the
that?
Japanese and
What
Asian.
an upset. That sounds like a very American thing. Hot dog crust pizza. But
I gotta be
the
honest.
Asians beat us to it.
I'm intrigued. I would have one.
How do hot dogs and pizza go together? In any way?
Don't they? It's Americana right there.
They have
bro.
a regular one, and then they had one that was like a salted pretzel.
Ooh,
Like,
salted pretzel, like Annie's like Annie's.
Yeah, kind of like
Annie
that.
Wetzels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Annie
take it.
Ann's. I used to work at Annie Ann's.
Did you really?
Yeah, 18 years old. That was my job.
One of my favorite. Those
With the
those
butter.
mini-
Little pretzel
the
bites.
mini ones? Oh my
I still
gosh.
can't eat the pretzels.
With some cheese
The
sauce.
smell
Let's
still-
go.
Cheese sauce is
Parmesan.
good. Yeah.
And
Makes me
then,
nauseous now,
then you
but
can
yeah.
wash that down with a Tim Hortons Buffalo Latte. It's a latte that was steamed milk, mocha, and a bold buffalo sauce flavor.
Ugh.
And Tim Hortons is a Canadian place, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
Canada.
area. I think.
Oh,
it's in
yeah,
there,
yeah. I guess Buffalo because they're right on the border. That would make sense.
Or if that doesn't do it for you, want a little bit more sweetness. If you were in the 90s at Burger King, you could have gotten yourself some gooey apple green slime sauce for your chicken nuggets. If you wanted that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Is it
remember
apple?
that. It was for kids. Yeah, it was like an apple.
Slime,
Like
yeah, and,
it's like a sweet and sour.
a very opaque green see-through slime dipping sauce.
I mean, I remember like that colored ketchup. That's a
Yeah.
little different than
And I
this.
want to say it was for like Halloween or something
Easy
like
squirts. Yeah.
Oh, how about this? The McDonald's McStuffins.
The mixed stuff. And
Like
what is
Doc
mixed
McStuffins?
stuffed into that?
It was essentially McDonald's equivalent of a Hot Pocket. It was supposedly made with freshly baked bread, which was then stuffed, air quotes, with flavors like pepperoni pizza and chicken teriyaki.
Okay.
None of this sounds like things McDonald's should be doing.
No,
Ever.
it's like what?
Ever.
And this item is on the list, but this is honestly one of the best fast food inventions of all
Oh,
time.
let me
Yeah.
guess. Let me guess. What? Just
Don't look at the screen.
I
Don't
can't
look at my
see
screen.
it. I can't see it. Can I see it? No, I can't see it. Not the McRib.
No,
I don't
not
like the McRib, but there are people that love it.
I've never had a McRib.
Okay.
I don't ever want to have a McRib.
Is it a burger place?
It's not a burger place.
Is it a taco place?
It is not a taco place.
Chicken.
They are known for their birds.
Oh.
They're known for their chicken. I don't think you're going to be able to.
It's one of two things. It's either the KFC like donut chicken sandwich, or it's the Double Down, which was
Oh, that was
iconic to
disgusting.
me. Oh, you're tripping.
You are correct. It is the Double
The
Down.
double down.
That
The
shouldn't be on any.
KFC
That
double down.
that shouldn't be on that list.
The KFC Double Down, it was a sandwich where instead of bread, you had 2 chicken breast patties.
Keto.
Inside those chicken breast patties were, I believe, cheese,
Yep.
a pepper jack cheese, if you will,
Yep.
bacon, and some sort of sauce in the middle. And, again, an abomination. but one of the most beautiful abominations in fast food history.
I don't know.
And I had multiple of those.
Oh, yeah, I had
so
one or
many
two.
of those, man. Hold the sauce for me. No sauce, please. But hey, man, that was that shouldn't be on that list.
Oh, it's great.
That should come back.
Legendary. Let's see. There's a lot of things on here. They also had the Burger King Whopperito.
Ugh.
Oh, no thanks.
Yuck.
I mean, take it. It sounds. It is what it sounds like. A Whopper that was in burrito form.
Nope.
Have you ever had like cheeseburger pizza though? Something
It's
like that,
good.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't like cooked pickles though,
I agree with that.
unless they're like deep fried pickles, and that's fine. But like baked on my pizza, yeah.
Well, you know what? How about you get some mac and Cheetos? Just giant.
Those were actually not bad.
Stop from Burger King.
Those weren't bad. I know
disgusting.
they sound terrible, sound rancid. Maybe not a whole thing of them. I know you got like maybe a thing of like 10, 12 or something like that, but they weren't bad.
Is the Cheez-It like pizza calzone on this list from Pizza Hut? Because that was disgusting.
That was recent.
That was like last 10 years, I feel like.
That was a few years ago. I remember seeing that the Cheez-It pizza from was that Taco
Pizza Hut?
Bell?
No, it was Pizza Hut.
It was Pizza Hut.
You could literally get it was like a pizza pocket inside a big old Cheez-It. And
Yes.
I remember some food reviewer, like YouTube video, whatever, and it just did not look appetizing.
Cheez-Its
in
are
the
trash
slightest.
anyway.
No, that's wrong.
Cheez-Its are
I
trash.
love
I'm
Cheez-Its.
sorry.
I want to say that they also did something similar at Taco Bell.
You're probably right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was it was basically one giant Cheez-It with like Taco Bell fixins on it. So like meat, lettuce.
Well,
Yes,
technically
it
they're the
was-
same place. Taco Bell
Owned by the same company.
Yeah, they're owned the same company.
Yum.
And KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're also that doesn't shock me.
Yeah. That I remember seeing that. That was 2 years ago that they came out with that Cheez-It thing at Taco Bell, and I was
Yeah.
just like, that is
Yeah, it was a
ghastly.
Crunch Rat
Yeah.
Supreme. They put instead of it like a hard tortilla in the middle of it, it was a big Cheez-It. That's
Dude.
weird.
I'm still hoping, and I'm not sure if it's going to be on this list, but man, the bucket of fries from McDonald's was my absolute favorite thing.
I missed the bucket of fries.
That was listen, so unhealthy, but who the F cares when you're eating at McDonald's anyway? Like so yeah, give me that whole trough of fries.
Of course, the Hula Burger on this list. Classic.
Nobody liked that.
Just a hunk of pineapple with 2 pieces of cheese. on
Vegetarians
some
didn't
bread.
like it.
Well, they did it. It was for Lent because
Yeah.
they wanted to.
They also
something.
have Taco Bell's Bell Beefer. Taco Bell's Bell Beefer.
What's
Was that
why is
that was
it
a
so
sandwich,
bad?
right?
It was a sloppy Joe-esque
Yeah.
sandwich.
Oh, the Taco Bell sandwich. Yeah.
The Bell Beefer.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Of course. Little Caesars. They had their big bucket of spaghetti.
The hell?
Ugh.
It was literally branded as the big bucket of spaghetti
Bet that
That was
tasted pretty
terrible.
bad.
with two exclamation points.
That's terrible. Who else did spaghetti? Like I think
McDonald's.
McDonald's did
Yeah.
spaghetti
They
They
make
did
spaghetti.
at a
pizza.
point. Yeah, I remember.
There might still be a McDonald's.
They
that
did hot
serves
dogs,
pizza
too.
Here in the yes, McDonald's did
So
hot dogs.
I'm in London and I'm super sick one day, and they keep showing this McDonald's hot dog commercial, and every single time they showed it, I'm like, whoop.
Oh, come to McDonald's and try a banger.
Number one, all the meat there tasted like pate, so it was like I know that hot dog is the worst in the world.
You can still find the Epic McD's, which is the McDonald's pizza in Orlando and Spencer, West Virginia. That's
of course
insane.
you can,
I'm still thinking about the hot dogs in the London McDonald's.
bro. Not
That's
cool.
gross.
Come get the new McBanger.
I wonder if you can,
McDonald's. I'm kind of liking it.
yeah. I wonder if I can find that commercial. I remember like, ugh.
Not even I'm loving it. Pretty
Fine,
okay,
it's okay.
in it?
It's all
It's
right.
cool.
It's all right, in it?
Our pizza is pretty bad, but our hot dogs are okay. God. None of the food in London tastes good.
Yeah, KFC Philippines is doing spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell India, butter chicken tacos and paneer makhni tacos.
I found the commercial, buddy. Ugh.
Big brekkie burger at McDonald's Australia. Sign me up. I don't even know what's on it.
Yeah.
Taro with corn pie in Burger King Thailand.
No.
Like taro root.
I'll pass.
Pistachio McFlurry in Italy.
That's something I can get with.
What else we got here? That's about it. Well, I'm kind of hungry, but not really now after this segment.
Yeah, not at the. All of a sudden, it's the opposite of hungry. I think I'm gonna wait.
I don't know. I'm in a weird state at this point after that. But I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna go to a little pool party for a bit. You're going to Kid Cudi tonight.
I might go to Kid Cudi tonight, man.
about
You
that?
gonna take your shirt off at the pool party?
Oh yeah.
Okay, look at you getting in the pool.
Tarps off.
Yeah,
You think I'm going fat guy shirt on?
I hope not, man. You're slimming out, man. So hopefully not.
Yeah, no, got to show it off. Got to show off my sick bod.
Yeah, I love it.
Got that
Dad
slim
bods
look.
are in.
Yeah, I'm trying. We're trying. Thank you all for hanging out with us on this Saturday. We will be back next week, 9 a.m. Jordan Schultz, appreciate you as always.
Yeah, love you guys. Love you all.
Rashad Taylor, appreciate you as always.
Sadata.
And everybody out there, again, thank you for listening, hanging out with us on Sports Saturday. We will catch you next Saturday at 9 a.m. Peace.
From Warren Allen, Attorneys at Law, I'm George McCoy.